A former Wall baseball player is going to the big leagues. And will this heat streak ever end? Plus, learn about the best thing to do this weekend in San Angelo. I'm Matt Trammell, and welcome to Live. This show is brought to you by Myers Drug. Hey Dude shoes are very popular here in San Angelo right now. Hey Dudes offers comfort and style all in one shoe. Myers Drug has a large selection of Hey Dudes, including the most recent arrivals located at the corner of Chatburn and Beauregard in the center of historic downtown San Angelo. You can shop there Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 2. Myers Drug is more than a pharmacy. It's San Angelo's finest gift shop, too. See more at myersdrug.com. We start the show with some sweet, sweet justice. A San Angelo man was sentenced to 6 years in prison for an assault that happened at a place meant for happiness, Kids Kingdom. According to court documents, 48-year-old Danny Juarez met up with a woman on Facebook Swap and Sell so that she could make a mold of his "how you doing?" Instead of making the mold, however, things went south in a hurry. The two went into the bathroom stall where the woman was supposed to be measuring out things for the mold, but instead, she was assaulted by Juarez. This wasn't his only incident either. During another Facebook Swap and Sell encounter, Juarez met up with a different woman. This time, the two discussed a belly mold for pregnant women. Instead of Juarez getting the mold, this time he lied and said he was the artist. This victim picked up Juarez, and after a photo session where he photographed the woman topless, he threatened to post the pictures publicly if she didn't give him money. Juarez was originally arrested in October of 2021 and was sentenced to prison earlier this afternoon. An Abilene woman and her 13-year-old child was killed in a crash on Wednesday afternoon on the South Plains. The Littlefield Police Department confirmed that 30-year-old Carmen Rodriguez and her 13-year-old daughter Roslyn were killed in an 18-wheeler crash. There were 3 other people in the car, a 61-year-old Lubbock man who was driving, a 5-year-old boy, and a 2-month-old baby. Both of the small children were thankfully in approved car seats. In the crash, the 5-year-old suffered a broken leg and head injuries, but the baby was uninjured. As of now, funeral services have not been set. In more brighter news, a former Wall Hawk pitcher was drafted by a Major League Baseball team on Tuesday. With the 321st pick, the Washington Nationals selected Luke Young in the 11th round. He was part of the Wall Hawk team that brought the program its first state title in 2019. He even brought home the UIL's 3A Most Valuable Player Award that year. Young played at Midland College last season and signed a D1 deal with Oklahoma State University, but took the option to go pro instead. In a quote, Young said, "It's an amazing feeling. I've been thinking about it since I was a little kid." As a sophomore last season, Young had an ERA of 3.95 with a whopping 110 strikeouts. A former coach and scout who worked with Young in 2018 and 2019 said he was the best player he's ever coached. If you have told yourself over the last 2 months, man, is it 100 degrees every single day? Then you're right. Today marks the 53rd day in a row for San Angelo's temperature to hit 100 degrees. For those that don't know, this ain't just your everyday summer heat. With the heat and no rain, conditions across the Concho Valley are barren. This means lakes will be drying up in a hurry. Heck, even one of the biggest lakes in the Rio Grande, Lake Amistad, is at an all-time record low. But will it ever end? The record for consecutive days with 100 degrees was set back in 2011 with an even 100 days. Funny, 100 days of 100 degrees. That would put us beating that record on September 7th. And finally, there's a lot of things to do this weekend in San Angelo. For starters, if you're down to get down, the Dead Horse will be having live music all weekend, with the show ending Sunday with a benefit concert. Another thing to do would be go down to Fort Concho for National Day of the Cowboy. I'd sit here and tell you about it, but instead, Bob Bluthardt with the Fort is here to talk about it. But before we get to that, let's hear a quick ad by Concho's Diamonds and Coins. When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Concho's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Concho's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Concho stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Concho's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
And welcome back. I'm Yantis Green. Joining me today is Bob Bluthardt with Fort Concho.
Good afternoon.
Thanks, Bob, for being here. You've been there for a little while. I'm not sure how long.
Some might say too long. I've been there 41 years.
And we're so glad, and the fort has grown so much. But
I have a lot of good assistants.
Well, and one of the things that y'all do is have regular events, and you got one coming up this weekend.
We do. It's called National Day of the Cowboy.
Okay.
Let's get all the W's out of the way. Who, what, where, when, how, and why.
Where did this thing come from?
Well, first, get an F out of there. It's free. It's a free event. It is this Saturday, day after tomorrow, at the Quartermaster Building at the fort. So just follow the signs that lead you to the art show, because it'll be held mostly inside, air-conditioned comfort, in the Quartermaster Building, where the American Plains Artist Show is taking place.
Okay.
We'll open the doors at 9. We'll have a light breakfast of pastries, fruit, and juice and coffee, which will be free to all. Then at 9:30, Laura Huckabee, who's the curator over at the Art Museum, will give a short talk on the show. And then at 10 o'clock, we go outside. There's a little bit of shade. And the Concho Cowboy Company will do one of their award-winning skit shoot-'em-up EHAs. And then we'll have you done by 10:30, and the rest of the day you can find another place to be cool.
All right. And this is the National Day of the Cowboy. It's been at Fort Concho for about 10 years.
Actually, maybe closer to 15. We picked it up. It started actually out west. You have to ask yourself, who would ever create an event in the third week of July? And I suspect it was done in Wyoming or Montana, which is also good cowboy country. And we picked up on it. And about 10 years ago, we started the Western Art Show. So it seemed like a good combo. And yeah, it's hot. It's beastly out there. So this will be a nice, cool way to start the morning. And the outdoor program at 10 a.m. isn't too bad in terms of weather. So come by and see us.
Well, it's a free event, and there's food, and there's entertainment, and it's
family friendly.
Family friendly at Fort Concho. So that's a great event this weekend. And next weekend we have another.
A three-dayer. This is a triple header.
This is a really good event.
Buffalo Soldier Anniversary Weekend, July 28, which is a week from today, is the actual day the Act of Congress was signed that created the Buffalo Soldier regiments.
Okay. All right.
And those regiments served all over the West. They were all black units. Nicknamed Buffalo Soldiers, allegedly by the Native Americans, who equated their hair to that of the sacred buffalo. Right. All of those units served at Fort Concho over a 16-year period. So we take several days throughout the year to honor them. Now, a tie-in this year, which is special, is we're partnering with, well, actually, the NAACP is partnering with many organizations to do a memorial across the street. So we're sort of having a three-header celebration Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday at 5:30. We'll have a quick retreat ceremony. That's when the soldiers take the flag down.
Okay.
And we'll do that with our own living history troops and the 344th Military Intelligence Battalion at Goodfellow of the U.S. Army.
I gotcha.
Be real short outside, and then we have cold drinks and snacks inside Building 8.
I see a pattern here.
Yes, well, we're trying our best to beat the weather. Then on Friday, the 29th, we're going to have a celebratory dinner to mark the funding and the creation of the Buffalo Soldier Memorial. That will start with a cocktail social at 5:30 with dinner at 6, and that will be in the fort's Stables Hall on Flipper Street.
Right.
Tickets are $25, and you can get them through the NAACP website.
Okay.
And then Saturday, we're having a film festival back at the Quartermaster Building that we just talked about, where the art show is. Now, Thursday and Saturday are free to all. Friday, there is the charge of $25 for the dinner, but it will be real tasty.
That sounds fantastic. And Shirley Spears has headed this thing up with the NAACP.
She picked up the ball and ran the whole 100 yards with it, and God bless her for it. She's had a lot of partners, including Fort Concho, but she has been the chief in charge, and this will be a wonderful day for San Angelo when this thing is unveiled sometime, we're hoping early next year.
Now, this memorial is going to be across the street from the fort, next to the farmers market there.
Pretty much in that area. If you know where the farmers market is, that shaded parking, go south about 200 feet. There's a little shaded area with some benches.
Okay.
And that is a perfect place for a memorial. There will be 10 memorial stones designed by Kenny Frank here in San Angelo. And they will have different stories, mostly relating to the local connections with the Buffalo Soldiers.
Okay.
These will all be stories that not only locals should know, but also anyone visiting the city. And it's a high-traffic area during special events, so it will not go unattended.
And we were talking before we went on the air, there's some construction going on at the fort right now.
Oh, yeah, we're just kicking up the dust, and there's a lot of dust. We are very, very grateful to 2 anonymous donors and the San Angelo Area Foundation. Make that the Health Foundation. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The anonymous donors' money is in the Area Foundation.
Right.
And all of that money is funding the reconstruction of 2 barracks and 2 mess halls that will house a wonderful special collection of first edition books that's on permanent loan to us, along with our ever-growing library. Our library is 4 times the size it was 15 years ago.
Oh, wow.
We got to put it someplace. And this will really be a researcher, public-friendly facility and be one of the best of its kind in the territory.
Well, that is absolutely fantastic. Always great to have to see good things going on at Fort Concho. And Bob, you've been steering things out there for a while. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Will you come back and do it again?
Anytime.
All right.
It's nice and cool in here, too.
I appreciate that. The power is still on and it's still working. So we will be, I'm Yantis Green, Bob Bluthardt with Fort Concho, and we will be right back.
Power, durability, comfort. This season you could have it all with a bad boy in your garage.
Every bad boy is built from scratch in the heart of America. Built to outlast the lifetime. Bad boys are fully welded with heavy gauge steel construction, engineered for all-day comfort, powered by high horsepower engines, and deliver the perfect cut. This season is the season for a bad boy.
Mow with an attitude.
Come get your bad boy mower at Henderson Tractor and Implement on Christoval Road.
Well, if you liked that, don't worry. We got more coming for you for the rest of the week and really for the rest of the month and for the rest of the year. This is the Live Daily Show. We're here every single day, Monday through Friday. That's not every single day, but Monday through Friday, 4 o'clock. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, hit us up on Twitter, anything you can do to get us on your screens. You can also check this out on SanAngeloLive.com. Stay tuned. I guess tomorrow we have some extra special guests. Tomorrow we have Coach Crane. Yeah, Coach Crane, the head football coach for the Central Bobcats, will be on the show, so you'll have to check it out. Until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.